Stop dimming your light. You've been downplaying your wins, apologizing for your progress, hiding your blessings because you're afraid of making others uncomfortable. You celebrate everyone else loudly, but whisper about your own breakthroughs. You've convinced yourself that humility means making yourself small, but that's not humility. That's fear. Fear of being judged, fear of being called prideful, fear of losing people who can't handle your growth. But what if I told you that the blessing God gave you wasn't meant to be hidden? What if your visibility is part of your assignment? I see you. I've watched you get the promotion and tell no one because you didn't want to seem boastful. I saw you receive favor and immediately deflect it, crediting luck or timing instead of acknowledging God's hand. I was there when you accomplished something significant and stayed silent because you were worried about how it would make someone else feel.
You've been trained to shrink, to minimize, to apologize for taking up space. But I didn't bless you so you could hide it. I blessed you so you could steward it. And stewardship includes visibility. Amen, if you needed to hear this right now. There's a story in the Bible about a man named Joseph. He had dreams, big audacious dreams, where he saw himself elevated, leading, honored. And when he shared those dreams with his family, they hated him for it. His brothers mocked him, resented him, and eventually threw him into a pit and sold him into slavery. Joseph's visibility came with a cost. His blessing threatened people who couldn't celebrate what they didn't understand. But here's what you need to know. Joseph's dreams didn't come from arrogance. They came from God. And no amount of hatred, betrayal, or abandonment could stop what God had already spoken over his life.
Joseph spent years in slavery, then prison, falsely accused and forgotten. But even in the pit, even in the prison, Joseph didn't apologize for his gifting. He interpreted dreams for prisoners. He managed households for masters. He used what God gave him even when no one was watching. And eventually, his gift made room for him. Pharaoh had a dream no one could interpret, and someone remembered Joseph. He was pulled from prison, brought before the king, and in one day went from prisoner to prime minister. Not because he played small, but because he stayed faithful to the gift God gave him, even when it cost him relationships. But here's what you didn't know. Joseph's elevation wasn't just for him. It was for the survival of nations. During a famine, Joseph's position allowed him to save Egypt and his own family. The very brothers who threw him in a pit came to him begging for food. And Joseph, instead of hiding or punishing them, revealed himself.
I am Joseph, he said, and he forgave them, not because they deserved it, but because he understood something powerful. His blessing was never just about him. It was about everyone connected to him. This is where most people miss it. They think their success is selfish, that their elevation is ego. But God doesn't bless you to make you comfortable. He blesses you to make you useful. Your promotion opens doors for others. Your business creates jobs. Your healing gives hope to someone still sick. Your breakthrough becomes proof that God is still moving. When you hide your blessing, you rob people of the testimony they need to keep believing. Comment 777 if you believe your breakthrough is coming. So let me ask you, what blessing are you hiding? What gift are you downplaying? What favor are you apologizing for? You've been so afraid of being too much that you've become not enough for the assignment God gave you. You think staying small keeps the peace, but it doesn't.
It just keeps you stuck. And it keeps the people who need what you carry stuck too. Within the next 45 days, you're going to experience something that will require you to be visible. A recognition, an opportunity, a platform. And you will have a choice. Shrink back into the shadows because it feels safer. Or step into the light and let your blessing do what it was designed to do. Multiply. Your Joseph moment is coming. And when it does, don't apologize. Don't deflect. Don't diminish. Receive it with gratitude and steward it with purpose. Here's your action. In the next 7 days, share one win publicly. Post about the blessing. Tell someone what God did, not to brag, but to give God glory and give others permission to celebrate their own progress. Write it down. Say it out loud. Let your light shine. Because every time you hide your blessing, you teach someone else that their breakthrough should be hidden too. But every time you own it, you create space for someone else to believe they're next.
Joseph didn't hide in Egypt. He led. He provided. He saved lives. Not because he was arrogant, but because he understood that his elevation was tied to someone else's survival. Your blessing isn't just about you. It's about the person watching who needs to see that God still shows up. It's about the family member who's losing faith and needs proof that breakthrough is real. It's about the generation behind you that needs to see what's possible when you stop apologizing and start stewarding. Stop shrinking. Stop apologizing. Stop hiding the favor God gave you because you're afraid of how it makes others feel. The right people will celebrate you.
The wrong people will resent you, but your assignment isn't to manage their emotions, it's to steward your blessing. Joseph's brothers hated him for his dreams, but they bowed to him for his provision. The same people who can't celebrate your beginning will need what your blessing produces at the end. Type Amen to activate this word over your life. The next 45 days will test whether you're willing to be seen, whether you're ready to own the favor without apologizing, whether you can steward the blessing without shrinking. Your Joseph moment is closer than you think. And when it comes, don't dim your light. Let it shine, because someone in the dark is depending on it. Your blessing was never meant to be hidden. It was meant to be multiplied. Now, step into it.